As Guyana moves toward building a stronger economy, it is important that women are equipped with the necessary business skills so as to make a worthwhile contribution to society. On this episode of Government in Action, we explore the self-reliance and success in business workshops that are being held across the country so as to empower Guyanese women. The Self-Reliance and Success in Business workshops are hosted by the Office of the First Lady and are funded by the Ministries of Social Protection and Indigenous Peoples Affairs. These workshops materialized from the vision of the First Lady, Mrs. Sandra Granger, whose work has, over the past year, centered on various initiatives aimed at women's empowerment. The premise for the workshop was developed following a presentation made to the First Lady by Interweave Solutions, a non-governmental organization that helps local entities in developing countries to expand their business sectors through training. Over the last few months, Self-Reliance and Success in Business workshops were held in Luzignan in the Demerara-Mahaica region, Linden in the Upper Demerara-Berbice region, and the Upper Takatu, Upper Arecibo, Mahaica-Berbice, and Barima-Waini regions. At the most recent workshop, hosted in the town of Bartica in the Cayuni-Mazaruni region, the First Lady said that it is important for the women to be able to enhance their business skills, adding that women have lots of skills that they may not recognize could be marketable.
But Interweave Solutions, through Puran and Johan and Crystal, is going to show you how you can be a good businesswoman. It doesn't matter what you do, but how you have to plan and keep your records, look at your market, look at your competition, and see how you can get beyond that and create your own little niche for yourself so that you will create your customer base and be able not only to establish your business, but to grow and expand it.
The First Lady said that since the beginning of the program last year, men have approached her to be part of it. And while some men have benefited in certain areas, the program remains focused on women due to the benefits she believes it can have on the family and the community.
I make no apologies to the gentlemen here, but I'm going on known facts that when a woman's economic standing improves, her family's standing improves. This is why I don't have anything against the gentlemen. I'm going on straight facts. This is why I am focusing on taking my workshops to women. And I've had a few gentlemen who've asked to participate in my workshops, and they came back and said they were the better for it because women came at the idea of business from a different perspective. So the men can learn something else when they listen to these women germinate ideas and float their thinking on it, because women tend to think differently.
The main facilitator of these programs is Mr. Wayne Barrow of Interweave Solutions. Mr. Barrow explained that the organization is committed to ensuring that the key business skills are taught to the participants so as to ensure that their management skills and other entrepreneurial talents are honed. Moreover, the purpose of the workshops is also twofold in that it encourages the women to develop community plans which focus on the creation of groups that would discuss and resolve issues within their community.
And we ask ourselves why if this is a course on self-employment, why would we be concerned about our quality of life or the community? But it's interwoven. That's how we got the term Interweave Solutions. The community, the business, and the home, there's a dependency. And this is what we taught within the classes, the workshops.
Mr. Sanjay Puran, representative of Interweave Solutions, while hosting the Bartica session, said that the workshops explore issues regarding finance, resource management, packaging, the fundamentals of marketing, and why poor attitudes do not contribute to successful businesses. He also highlighted some of the concerns that are usually raised by small business owners and aspiring businesswomen during these programs.
Many of these women are ambitious and hardworking. The problem is they don't have the basic skills to manage. So most of the concerns that come out are related to their abilities to manage, their skill sets. They're interested in developing those, sharpening those, growing those. So I would say those were the primary concern. You have some concerns about regulatory structures, but those are easily resolved as we go through the program.
Assisting Mr. Puran with the presentation was Ms. Crystal Baptiste, who outlined the key focus of the training program and why it works. She stated that teaching the women about the intertwined principles of business, the home and the community gives them a clearer understanding of how each principle plays a role at striking a balance in society.
Well, in Interweave Solution, we have something called the Circle of Success, which we have home, business, and community. And it's kind of like going back to the drawing board. which by we have that kind of concept in our minds that we look out for each other. We may have a business of such, and that is great, but what good does it does if the community is not in order? Right here in Guyana, Interweave Solutions is trying to get that goal out. We have our business, we have our home within the business, meaning that we need to get ourselves involved, we need to get our children involved. We need to make this a family thing again. And we have community. It goes back to drawing board again. We need to look out for one another. We need to make sure that our community is in order, that the roads are good, this neighbor is good. We need to live in harmony again. And that is one of the goals that we choose and we want to persuade in Interweave Solutions by teaching business.
At the opening session of the workshop hosted in Bartica, Deputy Mayor Ms. Kamal Prasad was grateful that the women of Bartica and other parts of the region were given the chance to attend these workshops so as to hone their skills. A businesswoman herself, Ms. Prasad said that she was proud to see the enthusiasm of the attendees as well as the diversity of skills that they possessed.
When our women are empowered, they become very successful not only in earning a profit but being good mothers, being good homekeepers, and overall the community benefits. So this is a very good initiative and I'm very, very happy to have it here in Bartica and see so many women from so many diverse backgrounds take part and make the best use of this opportunity. When we can have rounded women as our that can mold our younger folks, not necessarily just women folks, but young boys growing up, their mothers and homes. So in all, we have a more successful community.
Among the participants, several of the women shared their sentiments about their attendance at the workshop. Each woman had the hope of not only learning from the workshop, but taking the information back to their communities to instill the knowledge in others.
I'm the only woman in Bartica doing this kind of work, and people are not going to see it. That when I first started, it was in my own yard. I started, and after people see, they never see a woman doing this kind of work. Right, so from then they start hiring me to do the weeding work and get to like it because it's a money-making thing. It's your own money you're working for when the day comes. What I do, whatever I learn, I go and share with the rest of the people because normally my daughter used to do the same work. But then after I get into it now, she said she's too young and she ain't able this kind of work. So I decided to share with my small that she would fall in the same thing and be able to expand it in the community so that more women doing the work instead of men alone.
I do a small grocery business. I do after schools classes with the young children in my community. I did business in school, so bookkeeping and stuff is alright. But to get in my business more big, I think I will gain the knowledge here to expand the business more in a wider perspective. So I guess in the kind of way.
I came with an invitation just for the opening as a constituency rep for constituency number 7 for my housing scheme, 1 to 5 mile. And after listening and hearing, it was so much interested, so I decided to stay on. So I asked permission. They said it's okay.
So what do you think you can learn from this and take back to your bus service and your other business?
Yes, how to manage your business. I'm looking forward for that and manage and expanding my cake decorating program.
Okay.
Manage and bookkeeping, profit and loss.
Okay, and how do you feel as a woman being able to, be independent and learn these things so that you can expand your business?
I feel very blessed that I can learn these things and go back and help others in my community.
During past workshops, the First Lady referred to the initiative as a dream, stating that her vision for the workshops is to ensure that all the women of Guyana are empowered and independent.
I have to say that I have this vision of all women throughout the regions of Guyana being able to provide for themselves. And the first thing you have to do is to be able to get the money in your hands. And that way, nobody can disrespect you. When they know that you are empowered, you know how to live your life, you know how to manage your budgets.
The past workshops have each augured well for the communities in which they were kept. At the end of the 5-day program, after undertaking several projects, the women graduate and are presented with certificates for their endeavors. At a joint graduation ceremony held in December for the first two groups from Lusignan and Linden, Mr. Barrow said that the workshops also work well for persons looking to access loans and grants, as it assists them in bringing their business up to a standard that allows them to do so. Participants of those two workshops were given the chance to reflect on what they learned, and all alluded to the benefits of learning the 6 P's of business: plan, product, paperwork, promotion, price, and process.
Hearing about this program, I was invited, and so I accepted the invitation, and I learned so many things about planning. Planning for children is good. Planning for the world is better. And so, the Interweave course have taught me the 6 P's of life and success.
I had a little ability, but with the little training that I had, made me confident in myself that, you know what, I could do this, not I can do this, I will do this. And not for myself, but for my community and my family at home.
Among the group from Linden, which included men who also wished to benefit from the training and advice provided within the workshop, Mr. Jazz Osbourne spoke at the graduation about his experience. He said that he was grateful to be included among the women, adding that he learned how to diversify his poultry business and to penetrate other markets.
As I was saying, this course was an eye-opener for me. By and large, of all, as my colleague mentioned, I think the fundamental principles of a small business owner is understanding the 6 P's. And it's very, very important that you understand the 6 P's, because those are the guiding principles of your business. And I think that once you grasp this whole concept of the 6 P's of a small business, you're going to succeed.
Minister of Business, Mr. Dominic Gaskin, in his feature address at the event, said that such programs make a valuable contribution towards the national effort to fight against poverty and inequality of opportunity.
Our government inherited an economy that simply could not provide enough jobs for all those who were willing and able to work. A reputable international organization has reported unemployment levels of 40% for Guyana's youth. We have a nation to rebuild, and everyone must be able to contribute. And those who can't find jobs must not be afraid to learn new skills and to venture into businesses of their own.
The First Lady has also received accolades from officials within the various regions for her work and the interest she has paid in women's affairs through this and other ventures over the past year. The First Lady intends to take the Self-Reliance and Success in Business workshops to all the regions in the country, with the hope that, as the title suggests, women can be independent business owners who are able to contribute significantly to the economy. Thanks to these workshops, so far more than 120 women are well on their way to becoming successful business owners. This is Jasmine Payne. Thank you for joining us.